This is Mercy Pilkington from GoodEReader.com at the Self-Published Book Expo, the Sheraton Hotel in New York City, interviewing Perry Crow from Kirkus Review. So, Perry, thank you for talking to us today. What can you tell us about Kirkus as it pertains to indie authors and digital publishing?
Sure. Kirkus Reviews has a paid review service called Kirkus Indie. I'm the editor of Kirkus Indie, and what we do basically is we offer self-published authors the opportunity to get a Kirkus Review, and Kirkus Reviews is about an 80-year-old publication. We've been around quite a while, and we have an established relationship with librarians and publishers and the traditional market for books. And what Indie does is it gives the self-published authors, puts them on the same level as a traditionally published author. Indie is a paid review service, but it's also a section of Kirkus. So you'll see Indie section on our website and in our print publication, and as well as on our e-newsletter, which goes out once a week. And basically, yeah, we treat traditional, we treat self-published authors like traditional published authors. And that helps self-published authors get some crossover readership from traditionally published people interested in traditionally published books.
Okay, so what can a review in the Kirkus Review, especially for indie, what can that translate into for a self-published author?
Sure. We have, like I was talking about, we have a newsletter, an e-newsletter that goes out once a week, and it has slots for fiction, nonfiction, children's, YA, and it has an indie section. And so books can potentially, indie books who go through our paid review service can get onto the e-newsletter. And we also have promotional opportunities for authors, so you can buy an ad on the newsletter on the website and in the magazine. The newsletter advertising has been successful for some of our authors. We had a sci-fi author who got a good review from us. We liked the book, and then he paid for, he bought an ad in the newsletter. The day the newsletter went out, he cracked the top 70 on Amazon and sci-fi. So there's definitely a response coming from the newsletter. I think people, they recognize the Kirkus name, and they're just interested in the books. And we also had another self-published author who got an ad on the newsletter. He got contacted by an agent, he got contacted by a foreign publishers interested in the book, and he got contacted by a film development person. So definitely people, you can make an impact through Kirkus Reviews, through Kirkus Indie, and our various services.
Okay, what about the submission process for an indie author to submit their book to be considered?
Well, Kirkus Indie is a paid review service, so our submissions process is basically you pay us to review the book, and that's how we determine who we review. I mean, there's a million books being self-published a year, so we can't just open the floodgates. We'd get overwhelmed, and we need to have some sort of determining factor into choosing what we review, and we base it off of the fee, the review fee, basically. And at that point, once you have purchased the review, then we will match your book up with a reviewer in your field. We have PhDs and MBAs and MFAs and just people with a lot of experience in book reviewing and publishing in general, so they sort of speak the language, and they can give you a solid review. I mean, it's a paid review service, but it is an unbiased review, so it can be positive, it can be negative, or anywhere in between.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us. Again, this is Mercy Pilkington from GoodEReader.com at the Self-Published Book Expo.